prenuptial agreement determines what happens to a couple's assets and debts if they divorce. Basically, it's a contract that controls the financial terms for your divorce instead of a court doing that for you. In Arizona, the agreement is also called a premarital agreement. In this video, we'll go over what premarital agreements are. We'll cover why you might need one, what you'll need to draft one, and what makes them legally permissible in Arizona. Make sure that you watch to the end of this video so you can get a fillable, lawyer-approved premarital agreement to use in Arizona. Arizona is one of many states that has adopted the Uniform Premarital Agreement Act, which was passed by the National Conference of Commissioners on Uniform State Law to standardize the law across courts. The state also has its own statute called the Arizona Uniform Premarital Agreement Act, which is pretty similar. We'll go through a few things about this law you should be aware of if you're considering drawing up a prenuptial agreement or a prenup. In Arizona, a premarital agreement won't impact child support payments. This is because state law recognizes all children as deserving of support after a divorce. A judge in Arizona won't look favorably on premarital agreements that tries to limit either party's obligations to support children if the marriage breaks down. The law also says an agreement can limit alimony payments if it means one spouse will have to rely on the state government for financial support after a divorce without these payments. Under Arizona law, the prenup can be declared void if it's proven to be unconscionable. This means that if one party can prove in court that the agreement is unfair, a judge can overturn it. An example of an unfair agreement is one that one party is forced to sign. It's a good idea to get legal advice when you sign any kind of contract, and a prenup is no exception. But at the very least, you'll want to make sure you present a clear and accurate picture of your financial situation when you sign the prenup. This is because a judge can throw your agreement out if any information is withheld by either party when it's signed. Once you and your spouse-to-be are happy with the agreement, you'll both have to sign it. It's recommended that this happens in front of a notary public. It's also a good idea to do this at least 1 month before you get married. State law says that the agreement is only valid if signed before marriage, but if you can both agree on amending the prenup after you get married, you can draft and sign what's called a postnuptial agreement that changes the terms of the first agreement. So a prenup is not necessarily binding until the end of your marriage, but in Arizona, not having one means that if you get divorced, all property acquired after the marriage will be split evenly by the court. So depending on your situation, a prenup might be worth at least thinking about, even if it's not the most romantic part of the wedding planning process. Get started today by clicking the link to access an official prenuptial agreement, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos that will help you navigate marriage, divorce, and other major life events.